Hey now, my name is Nick from Board Game Brawl, and this is your Kickstarter update. Convention season is almost upon us. Origins will be kicking that off next week, but while there are many new published games coming out over the course of the summer, there are many other games on Kickstarter that are coming in the far-off future. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of them. Zero Agents from Avatar Games has cute anime girls and their miniatures, which is basically all you need to know. Well, okay, there is a game attached to those miniatures. This is a tile placing and dice chucking game. You are trying to infiltrate a facility and get as much data and intel as you possibly can, and do it better than the other players, although apparently there is a type of cooperative mode as well, and you can play it single player. I don't know too much about the gameplay, which is really unfortunate. They need to put more information about that up there, but I am intrigued by it. Of course, I'm kind of a sucker for these types of games. Let's see if it's any good. Archaia from Red Imp Games is another tile placement and dice rolling game, although with a very different theme than Zero Agents. Players take control of warring families in the city of Troy, and you are vying for power and prestige to eventually take over the city of Troy. This looks to be as beautiful as Red Imp's last effort, which was the Lord of the Ice Garden, and it actually looks to be a little bit simpler and have a lower barrier of entry, which is actually a really good thing, so I'm looking forward to it. Tides of Infamy is being brought to you by Game Walker Games, and this is a pirate game, although based in sort of a mythological pirate universe. You are trying to explore with your fleet of ships, trying to trade goods, perhaps battle other pirates, all to get these marks of infamy. The combat is done with a poker-style card system, and there are lots of events and mythological creatures that you might run into, so it looks like a family-style gateway pirate game. If that's your type of thing, check it out. Salvation Road from Van Ryder Games is a post-apocalyptic cooperative game. Players take control of heroes and survivors who are just trying to get to the safe haven town of Salvation and hopefully start a new life. But of course, it's the post-apocalypse and things aren't quite that easy. I'm guessing that Van Ryder is really hoping that the resurgent interest in post-apocalyptic tales because of Mad Max Fury Road helps elevate this game and make it a success. But either way, I think it looks pretty interesting. There is an innovative mechanic where each player takes control of both a hero and a survivor, and the hero is like your main character. They're awesome. Like so many other games like this, you have a special ability, but your survivor is just a hindrance to the group, but you still need to take care of them and try to make sure that they get to salvation. So that's a pretty interesting thing there, and hopefully the rest of the game is as good as that and the theme. Asmodee Games is bringing you yet another Carl Chuddik release. This one is called Motenai, which is billed as the spiritual successor to one of Chuddik's previous games, Glory to Rome, probably his most infamous game at this point. And it has similar gameplay mechanisms in the sense that you can use a card for multiple things, which admittedly is one of my favorite game mechanisms. The theme here, though, is very different. You are like a Buddhist monk or the head of a Buddhist temple who is trying to decorate that temple with various works, and consequently, the artwork and graphic design of the game really lends itself to that theme, and really what has brought a lot of attention to this project. So it looks neat. I've liked some of the other games from Carl Chuddik, like Impulse, so let's hope that this one is just as good as that. My name is Nick from Board Game Brawl. You can check me out at youtube.com/BoardGameBrawl. This has been your Kickstarter update, and her?